Welcome back to Part 2 on using the database Communication and Mass Media Complete. We will cover advanced search techniques including phrase searching, author searching, and subject term searching. In Part 1, we were searching for information on divorce and its impact on children. We used the keywords children, divorce, and effects, and limited our results to scholarly journals and articles published between 2004 and the present. The search returned over 1,000 results. We can further refine the search by using some advanced search strategies. First, let's remove the limiters. This will broaden our search, but will also let us see how these powerful advanced search techniques can focus our results even before we apply the limiter functions. One advanced search strategy is phrase searching. A phrase consists of 2 or more words that we want to search for in their exact order. Enclose the phrase in quotation marks and select all text or full text from the options on the right-hand side. This tells the database to search the entire corpus of articles for the exact phrase we wish to find. Phrases that might be useful for narrowing this search include interpersonal communication and relational communication. Since we have all of the search boxes filled with keywords, we will need to add a new search box row. Click on the Add Row link on the right-hand side. Type interpersonal communication using quotation marks and select all text before hitting the search key. We now have fewer results that are more focused. Look at the first 4 or 5 hits returned in this search. The articles are either published in communication journals or are conference papers presented at a national communication conference. Conference papers can be useful resources as they often report research results before the results are written up as published articles. However, if we want to include only published articles in this search, we can do so by turning to the limiters and selecting only scholarly or peer-reviewed articles. Notice how this narrows our search. Tara McManus appears as the first author in several articles. Dr. McManus is an expert in the area of communication and divorce. We can search for her name as an author to obtain articles that she has written. This will focus our search even more. Since we have all of the search boxes already filled with keywords or phrases, we'll need to add a new search box row. Type in the keyword McManus on the left-hand side and select Author on the right-hand side. There are 4 articles that contain all of the keywords and phrases, including McManus as one of the authors. These articles are of interest as they are written by Tara McManus and her co-authors and are about our topic. After you look through these 4 articles, the search can be broadened by removing McManus from the search. A third and very powerful advanced search technique is subject term searching. Subject terms are assigned to articles by editors based upon the contents of each article. Subject terms function as categories. Searching a database using a subject term will retrieve every article that has that subject term associated with it. There are several ways to identify subject terms of interest. The Communication and Mass Media Complete database displays recommended subject terms in the left-hand side of the screen, located below the limiter section. Clicking on the Subject Thesaurus term link will open up the subject terms identified by the database as being of interest. This technique was done after we performed an initial search. A second way to find subject terms is to search the database's list or index of subject terms so we can identify possible terms to use when starting our search. Most databases will have a tab or a link labeled either Subject Terms or Thesaurus. Clicking on that link will open up a searchable field in your web browser. Make sure you enter in the term in the browsing field and not in the search field. This will allow you to see if your term is used by the database as a subject term. Enter the term divorce within the browsing field. Divorce is used in 2 ways as a subject term in this database. There is divorce and divorce mediation. This is useful because we might find subject terms that you didn't know existed. Enter in the phrase interpersonal relationships. The database informs us that we should use interpersonal relations instead as a subject term. Now, let's start our search over from the beginning. We know we have several powerful subject terms such as divorce and interpersonal relations. Begin by selecting a new advanced search screen. Enter the subject term divorce on the left-hand search field and select subject term from the choices in the right-hand menu. It is important that you use only subject terms recognized by the specific database, and you must tell the database that you're using a subject term in your search. Using the subject term divorce retrieves just about 100 hits, even before we add any keywords or phrases. Try the same search again, but using the subject term interpersonal relations. We have over 4,600 results. We could search within the roughly 100 hits under divorce, or stay within the subject area of interpersonal relations and narrow it by adding keywords and phrases. Because divorce was so narrow as a subject term, we'll use the subject term interpersonal relations, adding divorce as a keyword along with the keyword children. Make sure to select all text or full text from the options on the right-hand side of the menu for any keywords or phrases that you want to use. Because we know divorce is a subject term within this database, we could change the keyword divorce to a subject term by selecting subject in the right-hand side of the search box. Now, we're searching for all articles that contain the subject terms interpersonal relations and the subject term divorce, along with the keyword children. This is a very focused search. If the search is too narrow or too few results were obtained, you can broaden it by changing the right-hand menu selection for divorce from subject back to all text. Some communication theories are also listed as subject terms in this database. Searching for the term interpersonal in the thesaurus will also lead you to the subject term interpersonal deception theory. This allows us to retrieve every article that uses the theory in question by searching for it as a subject term. Now that you know how to find and use subject terms, you are in the best position to do your research. You will need to use a combination of subject terms, keywords, and phrases to retrieve the articles that best fit your research question. Keeping a log of terms used and identifying the more useful terms will help you keep track of your research.